Hello everyone, this is my first video for Mythic Earth, and Mythic Earth is a small US based miniature game. It's basically a lot of Mesoamerican factions like Aztec, Incas, Mayas, Indian factions, Inuit, and those are fighting in a mythical version of America. And the miniatures are great. I use them for other games as stand-ins for units in Kings of War, and Mythic Earth, Mythical Studios sent me some to review on my channel, and thanks a lot. I will take a look at them gladly, as I like the miniatures anyway. I will put a link in the description to their homepage where you can check this out. Let's take a look at the Dead Wings. Those are some bats with riders, which are pretty cool. So most of the models are 3D prints or resin. Some are Zeocast and some are metal, depending on the miniature in the box. Let's take a look at the Dead Wings first. So it's pretty sturdy 3D printed material, so that is kind of nice. It needs some cleanup here and there. There are some supports. The other wing. Then you get the body, also some cleanup to be done here. But they do look great. And they have a scorpion tail. Oh, there it goes. Like this. That's pretty cool. I like this design very much. And it also has a rider, which is basically just a little zombie mummy. It goes on here somewhere. I need to look up where exactly everything goes. But that's the first one. You get 3 of them in a box. Different pose. This little spiky tail. Scorpion tail. I really like this design. And they are pretty big. That's a tall ninja. That's a big mini for a unit. Some pieces look very fragile. They seem fine. This goes here. Like that. That's pretty cool. As with all 3D prints, I need to take a look at how good they actually glue together. Sometimes you get some issues with 3D prints, but I will see that later on. Where's the tail head? There. Different pose. I'm losing some small bits. I think that's a support. Yeah, so I will build them now, and then I will take a look at them finished, get some flying packs and bases. The flying bases are a little bit smaller than the MDF ones, but the MDF ones are the correct size. So you probably would need to glue the clear on the MDF base. So I will build them and I'll be back after I'm done. Okay, so I'm back after building. So let's take a look at the finished models. A few things I want to say about this. So first of all, there are some gaps in between the wings for most of the models, and it needs some filling. Also, the 3D prints on the sockets of the wings are sometimes a little bit thin, so the sides break and fray when you clean it up sometimes. Not a real issue, as you can just fill it with some green stuff and you will be fine. Also, for the flying stands, there is no hole in the model, so you need to drill it yourself. It's a 3x2 millimeter, because this rod is not 3 millimeter, it's a little bit taller, so I used a 3x2 drill bit, which fits perfectly. I do not understand why I have to drill this myself, as this is a 3D print and you can just model it with a hole in the right size, but it took drilling very well. It took the super glue very well, so that's not the biggest of issues, but would be nice if they would have a hole already in there. But as you can see, it worked fine. That's one model. Then we got this one here, flying straight ahead. Again, some filling needed, and I drilled a hole in here for the flying stand. And the last one, I do like this particular sculpt very much. A little bit of the filling of the gap in here was hard, but you can manage. And again, drilled a hole in here, 3x2 millimeters. Yeah, so those are the dead wings. I will do more videos for this game and take a look at other models from multiple factions. So if you're interested in this, subscribe to my channel and there will be regular videos for Mythic Earth. Thanks for watching. Bye.